Hey everybody, how's it going? Kelly from MMJ Let's Play here, and today is actually Thanksgiving Day in the US. So if you're in the US, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you're able to at least enjoy a dinner before you go out and just deal with the crazy stuff that is Black Friday. I will be working it myself, so you guys, I'm pretty sure I can feel your pain. But even if you're not in the US, I hope I can make a very fun and interesting video about the need to reflect back and think about everything else that's happened throughout the year. So typically, when it comes to like holiday videos, I kind of miss them. Like, let's be honest, there's been several holidays that have passed that I'm so focused on getting videos done that I miss them. But I've beaten a lot of games over the past couple days, so I had a slot and I was thinking about what I wanted to do, whether or not I wanted to do a Thanksgiving video, and the more I thought about it, the more I realized I probably should. And here's why. Is because when you're a kid, at least in the US, they make you write like a list of all the things you're thankful for, and it's very cheesy and pretty much like lip service. You don't really do it because you feel it, you're just doing it because you're told to do so. And as you get older, it just kind of goes by the wayside. But what I've realized is like this year especially has been really hard for a lot of people, myself included. It's been crazy. And I'm not saying I'm stressed out or that things have been awful and terrible and oh my life is so bad, but at the same time, like some very unexpected things have happened that have revealed a lot more craziness in my life than I initially realized. So I figured what I would do is kind of sit back and reflect on what I'm specifically thankful for, as opposed to focusing on all the bad things, because that's what we do, is we focus on everything negative that's happened, and you talk about like 2016 was a terrible year, which I think it was pretty rough for a lot of people. So when I started thinking about that and thinking about all the things I was thankful for, I kind of realized that I kind of, have a lot of things that still are worth being appreciative of. So I wanted to do this video. I don't think it's going to be super long, and hopefully you guys, enjoy it and take a moment to think back as to your lives and what's happened, because again, you just focus on the negative. Like, even in this month alone, you guys remember I had to take a little bit of time off because Amanda had to get taken to the ER, but thankfully she's fine. They gave her some medicines, she's feeling a lot better. She doesn't have like the tingling sensation in her legs, which is what had us worried, so she's better now, which is awesome. She's able to go back to work and do what she needs to do, so I'm thankful that she's fine. On the flip side, like a few weeks ago, my car broke down, but I was really worried that I wasn't going to be able to go to work and back, and finances were going to be a huge stress, but thankfully I have some people that I can rely on that help me out, and I wouldn't have been able to make it through without them. So, friends and family are very important as well. And I'm not trying to say that like my friends and family are better than anybody else's or anything like that. I'm just glad that they were there to help me in a time of need. But yeah, just little things like that. We moved this past year, and I'm glad that I have my own little recording area now, as opposed to recording in the living room where I was before. It's a lot better. It's a lot less stress of worrying about if somebody knocks on the door on the front, or if people are yelling in the hallway, and things like that. Just little things that you worry about while you're making stuff. I'm thankful that my PC can run the games that I need it to play, because if I didn't have this PC, I wouldn't be able to have a channel. So there's just a lot of things I think that people tend to overlook because they focus on the negative. I have a roof over my head, and I have a place to stay and a place to eat and a place to call work that I can at least get some stuff done so that I have income. So I can't really complain that much. But I focus so much on, oh, my car's broken down, or we had to go do this and these bills and these fees, and you just forget how much stuff you actually have in your life, So I really don't know what the whole point of this video was, but no matter how rough your guys' lives are right now and what you're going through, I hope that you're able to get some positivity out of it, and one day you'll be able to look back at it and say, remember that time when we were struggling to, make ends meet or get food on the table, and look at us now, look at how far we've made it now and how happy we are. And I'm hoping that that's what I'll be able to do with the channel as well as in my personal life. And when it comes to the channel, I know I talked about it recently, but I am really appreciative of you guys as a community, because you guys are amazing. Like, I don't want my channel to explode overnight, because I'm worried that I'm gonna lose that connection with you guys. So like, I'm fine with the slow growth, I really am. But the fact that I'm able to learn a little bit more about your guys' lives, your personalities, who has family members, who's on their own, what kind of things you guys are studying. It's amazing to me how diverse this community is. even though it's a fairly small community. It's mind-blowing to me. So thank you guys so much for making this a really amazing channel. It's so much fun. Like, I love playing a game and going back to the comments and seeing what people's reactions are, whether you're happy, amused, annoyed. It's still really interesting because, like, you're able to see different perspectives and go, oh, I never thought about that thing, or I never realized that this, you know, this angle was something you could perceive this game from. There's still games that people are watching now that are older games that they'll comment on it and I'll learn something new about it, like Hyperdimension Neptunia or Danganronpa, Steins Gate, you know, games like that people still kind of filter in, and they like give me little tidbits of info of like, oh, this person's name is because of this, or did you ever notice that this person has this kind of habit? And I didn't. It's crazy. Like, it's like, I played the game, I beat it, I experienced everything, right? No, you're never 100% done with it. So thank you guys so much for creating an atmosphere and a community where people feel like they can kind of drop their own tidbits and nobody feels like they're a know-it-all. If anything, it's like we all bounce off of each other and we build an understanding together, and that is so amazing. Like, there's so many channels out there where people try to one up each other, or, you know, try to be better than somebody else, and I don't want it to be like that. I really don't. So I just wanted to take a second and tell you guys thank you. I hope this video was entertaining. If not, I will be doing like a regular gameplay video later today, as well as continue on throughout the week. Even though it's going to be crazy in Retail World, I think I planned it well enough that I should be able to make it through the weekend without collapsing. So anyways, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel and being here through thick and thin, you know, through the high times and low times. And I'm sure we're not done with anything yet, but it is really fun to look back and just realize how far we've come. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys on the next MAMJ. Let's play. I think a lot of people, when they attempt to try something new or pursue something, they always look at people who are successful in that area. I mean, like, I can look at a ton of YouTubers that I follow and subscribe to and just kind of like admire to this day, and to see how they're doing stuff, and, you know, like, you end up trying to replicate that or become like that, or you take that as a negative energy and you're like, oh, there's no way I could be like that level of amazing. How am I supposed to even be able to do that? There's no point. Like, why would I even try?